This is my FS41E. I've had it for a year and a half or so. I just want to kind of go over it a bit. Again, I made a previous video when I first got it. I made a video about the machine I had before and my very disappointing experience with that machine. You can check those out if you want. This is an awesome machine. I really like it. Some of the maintenance that you need to do with it is probably going to be like any other maintenance, and what you have to do, you just pop off the cover, blow the hell out of all these gears and the pulleys, the chain. You can pop off the lower cover down below, and then you can get a better view of down below, and you can blow everything off down there. Just blow it off super well, and then put the proper chain lube on. It's specified in the manual, I can't remember the name. And yeah, then it's all good. My machine started making a kind of like weird noise. I didn't know what it was. I messaged SCM about it. I thought maybe it was a bearing or something was going, which was odd, I thought, for such a short amount of time. Got back to me instantly, told me what to do. I didn't do a very good job of it. I didn't do a very good job of blowing it off. I just kind of quickly blew it off, and it didn't change it too much. And then they were like, well, blow it off really well. And so I did that, and it totally fixed it. The guard's a little funny. I broke mine when I first got it, and you have to kind of be careful with it. Because when I broke there's a little auto stop that stops it from coming back too far, and I broke that. So it kind of comes back all the way. And then one time when I was opening up the fence, it caught right there, and I lifted it, and then it broke. That's that little weakness line right there. So you just have to be careful with that. And that's about the only thing there. The jointer has 2 feed rates, 12 meters a minute and 6 meters a minute. When you're running on the 12 meters a minute and you're doing bigger boards, because it's a single phase machine, and I think it's a 4.5 horse, I can't actually remember. It's a little bit much for it if you want to be taking too much material, but run it on the 6 speed or just take off a little less, and then it's all good. The reason I bought this machine is because I didn't know that I would always have a space that had 3-phase power, and I didn't want to get a 3-phase machine and just be kind of cornholed into phase converters. But I do wish I just gotten a 3-phase machine, since I have 3-phase now, and then just dealt with getting a phase converter later if I needed to, because they're not as much money as I thought they were. I thought they were more money. And also the 3-phase, the one up, it's got a bigger motor, and it's got, I think, 3.5 inches on each. I think it's about 7 inches longer, the table. That's only a little bit, but it makes a difference for me. I'm building pretty tall doors, and I'm always machining generally up to like a 12-foot mullions and rails. And here's an example of what I build. This is a 12-foot tall pivot door. This is one of the mullions. It's a 5x5 component laminated to a 4 3/8 by 5. And here's the threshold. Since I've had this machine, I've rotated the cutter heads once, and I didn't really need to, but I did it. It was just I was moving on to something where I just really wanted to have a clean cut, and yeah, like I got a clean cut. Beautiful. This thing's amazing. It's quiet and it cuts so well. It's really clean, very little tear out with the helical head. I don't have a thickness sander, so I kind of like really appreciate a clean cut. Bought a little lift cart, made a quick tabletop for it, made a really poor quality video, posted that, you can check that out. I can just tune it in. I actually set it so at maximum height, if I just put it on these marks, it's actually perfectly in line with the table. I'm gonna buy another one for the outfeed because I can't afford one of those fat 300s or whatever they are. Those things are really expensive. That was 300 bucks. Yeah, that's it. It's an awesome machine. Really happy with it. Would love the 3-phase. Couldn't afford it at the time. Now I can probably afford it. Wish I bought it. So, you know, buy once, cry once.